a dope move by
Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades.
What up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Big Game Sports Buzz, where the sports fan and the pro athlete get together and talk about all things sports and everything that surrounds it. And there's so much stuff because sports is life. I am Jay Stocks, the buff nerd. Let's go. And of course, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend. The reason why we even have the show named why it is. We're in the 4th season of this guy right here. That is one Big Game James. What up, guy?
Hey, man, what's up? Why do we go over things just to have it not go the way we just talked about?
What are you talking about? It went nice.
It's okay.
We're nice on this end. It was perfect.
You just said you were going to play the second intro video. You played the first one.
Yeah. That was the one. I sound like the first one.
Okay.
Come on. Don't do that, man. Come on.
It's all good.
We're here. Yeah, we're here now.
It's all good.
Come on. We're here now.
Hey, how's everybody doing, y'all? Welcome to Big Game Sports Buzz.
Welcome to Big Game Sports
Big
Buzz.
Game and above nerd just sometimes we agree to disagree. It's okay, though.
It's okay to agree to disagree.
It's okay.
If only America in the world could do that, then everything would be fine. Before we jump into everything, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. So make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you like, and of course, make sure that you hit that bell so you know when we come on. We try to be on time. We try. But, every now and again, a few minutes here and there, smidge. But, of course, you can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Okay, because I got to, split that up. It's not YouTube, Facebook. It's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. And, of course, you can listen to us if you don't get a chance to catch us live on 8 p.m. Thursday nights. You can catch us on all of your podcast platforms, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon. Where else are we, man?
Amazon. You already said Amazon Music?
I said Amazon. Yep. We're there.
You own it, dog.
So, anywhere you catch your podcast, we're there.
What is this?
We're on that platform. So hit us up, and we definitely want to make sure that you comment. We check comments after the show. We do check comments after the show. So if you try to sneak one in, we're going to see it there. So make sure you hit us up with that. So with all that said, folks, it's here. Preseason has started. It's here. It's here. It's fun. It's here. Okay. So look, you know what we do? Here's the rundown for tonight. 4 downs. And of course, everyone's favorite segment. Oh, hell no. Between the lines, we're going to look around the NFL and the NFL training camps. One got to go. America's most hated game or segment. And of course, top 5. And tonight is going to be top 5 defensive linemen of all time. I hope you got your list ready. Because this is a tough one. Like we always do. That's
from the hip pockets, baby. Yeah. I'm ready on that one.
Okay. Well, I hope so. I hope you're a student of the game. Because this is right in your wheelhouse, my guy.
Did you really just say you hope? It's all good, man. I forgive you. I forgive you.
Some people are not, man. Some people are not. So, 4 downs. Hey, Serena retiring. Big Ten getting greedy. And now that the NIL is a real thing, what should the NCAA do? And, of course, Bill Russell, big news coming out about his jersey being retired. So let's go ahead and let's get into this thing. All right. So first down, Serena has come out and she said, all right, I'm retiring. I'm done. I've done what I've had. I've done all I can. I want to focus on other things. As she states, she wants to evolve in her retirement, which I'm
right.
Like, boo thing. You can evolve here. It's my prototype.
Dude, don't say that.
It's my prototype.
I want you alive for the next show. You can't
Whatever.
say that.
Hey, prototype. So here's the question. Does she go down as the best women's player ever? The best women's player, because we can't put her in the same instance as tennis player, because she has stated that, look, she ain't beating no man. She's already come out and said that.
She said that.
So we can squash that now for all my feminists that are out there.
But for the sake of appeasing the Me Too movement, let's say she can.
Yeah. She can't.
I didn't say that.
I understand, but she can't.
I know that, Jay. I'm not. I'm joking tastefully.
I hear you, man. Yeah, for the sake of the Me Too's, for the Me Too's,
but
the Me Too's.
You said she's the best women's tennis
the GOAT.
player ever. The GOAT of women's tennis.
The GOAT.
Why not?
Why not?
Why is she not the best? Like, there's been a lot of names that come before.
Yes.
But have they really been? Okay, let me say this the right way so it doesn't sound stupid or hypocritical or crazy or opinionated.
There you go.
A lot of people have come to pave the ways for other athletes.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
But when it comes to Serena, I feel like her father helped pave a way just to get her and her sister in the game. And she then evolved and changed the game a whole different way herself, right?
Love will make you do crazy things.
I believe, yes. I mean, I'm trying to think who else I think of that I like watching more than her prior to her being, in the game. Am I gonna say Jennifer Capriati? No, I mean she was good back in the day. The one girl that was cute, the Russian, but she really sold more watches than she won tennis matches.
Yeah, Maria Sharapova. She was good, but she wasn't Serena. But I mean, if you go ahead,
are you about to go back to Billie Jean King?
There's Billie Jean King, but there's others.
I mean, big game is not big forehand and big backhand. You know what I'm saying? So maybe
that's
I'm
me,
missing
man.
something.
Look, I watch the game. I'm a buff nerd. I'm a sports nerd because that's me, and I loved watching tennis. I wanted to play tennis in high school. It just didn't work out for me because
a little too buff for that.
Well, yeah, I thought the game was to hit it as hard as you could, however you could, and my balls will always go over the biggest fence, not the little one.
So you had no touch with your stroke and backhand.
Not at all. Not at all.
Else.
Not at all. The coach was like, yeah, you just stick with baseball and football and the other stuff. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Did your coach tell you to go play the black sports?
Wow, he did.
You said that. I mean, that's really what it came down to in a minute.
That's what it felt like. But I do different things.
You go play the sports you boys are good at.
But I watched it. So, names that come to mind are, of course, Chrissy Everett.
Okay.
Martina Navratilova.
Yeah.
That's one that, you could put next to Serena. I think with her, you also have Margaret Court, who, the original GOAT, who was like killing everybody, including Billie Jean King and all those that were, on that piece. But I think you have to go back and the problem with trying to say who's a GOAT or not, and this always goes back to, this always alludes back to, the Jordan talk, right? Is they're the greatest of that time because the game has evolved. She's done something that hadn't been seen since, right? Martina Navratilova, right? And so here's the other piece is that, I'm hearing Mad Dog talk about this on the show there that he's on, and he makes a good point, but then he doesn't, because it's one of those things that, well, she was only good. She's only good because the competition wasn't up to, what she was. And I'm like, look, you play who's in front of you. And you beat who's in front of you.
Right. That's all you can do, Jay.
And you dominate who's in front. You can't go back and say, well, she would have dominated Margaret Court. She would have dominated, Navratilova. We don't know that. They didn't play. And they played a different style of game. So, I mean, Serena hits harder, faster, whatever you want to call it. But, unless you see them play the game against each other, how can you truly say one was better than the other? I think that's tough. Does she go down as the GOAT? I'm going to say yes, because I don't think anyone has defined women's tennis this way since the Navratilovas in the courts and in those in the Billie Jean King. Like, everyone in their era did their thing, but I think she has definitely made it explode, where you now have the Sharapovas that are making fun of her, kind of mocking her, stuff like that. But the reality is they couldn't beat her.
Exactly. A lot of times, Jay, when there's someone you're threatened by, you'll find a way to try to poop on them to make yourself feel better about your insecurities. Right. So no one's taking that backlash, that what's the word? I can't think what I want to say, but no one's taking that serious. I mean, that's solely because you're inferior to what you think or believe that Serena is capable of doing, and knowing that you can't be better than her. So in my eyes, for what I like and for what I put into the women's game, she's GOAT in my book. She's the best ever in my book. And that's just my book. Short book, simple book, pictures on the pages, easy read. That's Big Game's book.
There you go. All right. Hey, no sweat on that. So, there you go. That's first down. Easy peasy mac and cheese, way to ease it on in. Second down. Let's go into that, man. We've talked about NIL now for a couple of weeks here, and it still comes back. Dion came out and basically said, look, if you want to get this done, NCAA, you need to hire some people to regulate it. If you're really that concerned about it, you should have had something in place instead of going just saying, okay, well, we give up, right? They should have known this was coming. Like, this was coming. Like, the Ed O'Bannon deal was not just all of a sudden overnight. Like, he's been talking about this for a very long time. That's why there are no NCAA basketball or football games anymore. Right. Because they were not getting paid, but EA was. So they've known since what, 07? I think that's the last one. Maybe 07, 08, something like that.
Last one I remember was Robert Griffin on the cover.
That's been a minute.
For NCAA football. It's been a while.
It's been a minute. So
great game. Great game.
Awesome.
Dynasty mode was the best ever.
Dare I say better than Madden? I say?
I would. To me, I played that more than I played Madden.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I made my player. He came out of TCU. Go Frogs. You know what I'm saying? We were going to the pros, baby. Yeah, man. I mean, it was just the only thing that I hated was they didn't have HBCUs, but I would make my own. So I just made my own.
Because you could go to the team creator.
Yep, and that's
by the time you downloaded the logos and import them in the team builder. It was awesome. Yeah,
dude, I'm telling you, that's one of the greatest football games and sports games ever made was NCAA.
Yeah,
NCAA football. That was one of the greatest.
True that.
Agree or not, whatever. Put it in the comments. But to me, that's the greatest one that's ever been made out there. There was one that there was actually featured HBCUs. It was kind of buggy. I got it. It's kind of buggy though, but I liked it. And they had like a band.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I still have it. I'm gonna have to bring it out.
I didn't get that one that long ago. When that was like 6 years ago.
Oh no. It's been a minute. That was on it was like on Xbox 360, bro.
Damn, it's funny. I mean, I remember it coming out, so I feel like it wasn't that long ago when it came out.
So. Yeah. So coming back, Big Ten said, "Hey, you want us, ESPN, $385 million a year. That's what it's going to cost." ESPN said, "You know what? We're good." So they backed away. Question here: Big Ten, which has 16 teams, greedy or nah?
I think they're doing what everyone else is doing. ESPN will probably want to lowball
Yeah.
those conferences and make a lot of money off of them. So I think the Big Ten is just looking at it as, let's go get our payday. Let's go get what the SEC is getting from CBS.
Right. Which is a lot of money.
Yeah, they're trying to just keep up. ESPN right now has the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
They have the SEC network that they own, but
Right.
the SEC has a deal with CBS for the primetime games.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I think you think about it. Doesn't it sound like ESPN is trying to monopolize the college football market?
Sure. I mean, they have ESPNU. They have
ESPNU. Then they play. They're one of the one. I love them for it. They play a lot of the West Coast games late at night here. You know, I can catch my wolf back on, right? So I'm not mad at them. Yeah. I don't know who to fault here, because at the end of the day, it's going to come down to it, Jay. We talk about it all the time when we talk about college football.
Yeah.
College football is run by greed.
Yes.
There's so many greedy people involved with college football, and it's like you never know what's really going to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
When are we going to regulate it? When is it going to be about the student athlete? And let's really stop saying, when is it going to be about the student athlete? Yeah,
the athletic student.
When is it going to be about the young man that's the young people that's generating the revenue for the powers that be that are arguing over massive amounts of money? Is what it comes down to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's just what it's going to be, and until everyone is able to, have get a seat at the table. Like, I know they can't do it per se, but I do believe the college players do need a union or some type of representative that's at the table at NCAA.
Well, if they're going to get paid, Jay, you're exactly right. If the NIL is going to be the form of payment for NCAA players, then yes, they need some type of representation.
They need representation at the table, because as it stands right now, they're going to get regulated and have no voice at that table. So whoever is, if they do form a committee, if the government says, hey, you know what, this needs to be regulated, who's speaking up for them? Who's speaking up for players? At this point, it's no one. So it's a tough deal. And we kind of combine. Look, I combine second and third because it's so close together. As far as the second and third down, Big Ten getting greedy because that's not going to go necessarily to the players. It's going to go to the conference, and then that will go to the colleges, and the colleges will figure out how they're going to divvy it up and then pay for whatever they're going to pay for. But will the players see that? Will the athletic students see that?
No.
Very
it's just so unfortunate and unlikely, man. You just know.
Yeah. And so
Jay, my bad. Who I know, and we spoke on this before. We have these conversations off the air. We have them in the green room. We have them through text messages. Who regulates it? Because it's clear that the NCAA is not going to step in. And my thing is, this snowball is already rolling downhill.
Yeah.
And it's about to be a full-fledged avalanche. How do you get in front of it and stop it?
Well,
how do you regulate it to stop it?
Well, that's what Schumer and Tommy and Senator Manchin and
Manchin and Tommy
Senator Manchin and Tommy Tuberville are trying to regulate it, which is like, why? Or I can't even say why. Why is it them? Why is it them they're doing it?
I believe other people. I think other people are just afraid to speak up on it. And I think Tommy Tuberville is probably a person that's like, let me speak on this now, because NCAA and student athletes and players have been a big part of his life. His coaching experience and time.
Okay,
I'm trying to find some good out of it. Like they want to regulate it. There's got to be something. And some people are always going to say, well, you can't pay Billy and Joy the same way you pay Ricky and Bobby. Why not? I mean, yes, there's got to be some ways you work it out.
Sure.
People that get a little bit more money, the bigger conferences, but it's got to be something that's pretty uniform to where I heard some SEC schools are paying students, each athlete about $36,000, was it like per month or something now, to the NIL deals. And
I think it was like Texas Tech was trying to do that or something like that.
It's like some great. I mean, like the money is like, dude. I wish I could go back in a time machine and put my college football stuff into the because one the way they play today.
Yeah,
dude, please. Oh my God, it would be stupid. God did right. I definitely could not be in this era right here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a neck roll era, man. You know what I'm saying?
I would think that my poop didn't stink or something. You know what I'm saying? I'd be out there playing like, dog.
Hair on fire.
You said a neck roll era player. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, I was a neck roll. I understand. If you know what a neck roll era player is, then you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you know, you know. You're right.
Then you know. That's the cat that's, we're going full-fledged. We're going ears pinned back. And we're going to try and take every bone out their body in this one hit. And if we don't do it at this one hit, we're going to do it on the next one.
Boy.
Yeah, like that's that player. I got to have a neck roll so I don't get injured by hitting you this hard.
You want to hit people hard enough that you want your teeth to click. You want your teeth clicking. You got to have that mouthpiece in. You that dude, huh?
That's it. Hey, man, I love playing linebacker. It was awesome. In safety, oh, man, come on. That's what it is. But, I come from that era. That's what I come from. That's what I watched, growing up. That's what I watched. So, yeah, second and third down combined. But it's, we'll keep watching it. We'll keep seeing what's going on. But it's very fluid, especially with these conferences and how they're going to be moving around in the next 2 to 3 years. A lot of things kind of shuffling out between, 24, 25, because that's when the TV contracts are up.
I hate
12, SEC, Pac-12, right. Big Ten, even ACC, and everyone's trying to court Notre Dame. I don't know. And Notre Dame's like, So, yeah, they're a moving target, but we'll see, man. We'll definitely see. I know.
I know. It. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're traditionalists, like a lot of us. We like our rivalries, and a lot of the rivalries will start to go away. And it's kind of what it is, So kind of sucks. Fourth down. In a move that is very befitting of the NBA. It seems like the NBA just seems to get a lot of things right here, when it comes to this type of stuff. They have announced that they will be retiring Bill Russell's number league-wide, number 6. So no one will be able to wear number 6, much like MLB has retired number 42 league-wide. So, of course, that's the great Jackie Robinson. So, I think it's a great move. I think it pays homage to one of the greatest. I'll say that. Okay, if not the greatest, but I'll say one of the greatest. I mean, he has a trophy named after him.
He's GOAT status, man.
He's GOAT.
You can say he's made a lot of your lists on different things that we've talked about. So
absolutely,
and much respected with that. You know what I'm saying? With that, Bill Russell, he deserves to be called that. It's no slap in the face, or we won't say less of you if you said the greatest to wear the number.
Sure. I mean, just all time. But here's the other question though: is do you think Jordan will get the same treatment? Do you think 23 will be retired across the league at any time?
Part of me wants to say if Bill Russell's was, then why wouldn't Jordan's be? But at the same time, I think when you think about Bill and everything he did as far as like civil rights and a lot more stuff he had to deal with.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Now, if that day comes and, I'm still around to see it, if they decided to go ahead and retire Mr. Jordan's number league-wide, I wouldn't be mad at it. But right now, looking at it, Jay, I don't go, hey, man, they just retired number 6 for Bill Russell. Jordan's going to be next league-wide.
Right.
That didn't cross my mind at all when I saw this story today. Like, it didn't. You bring it up, it's like, that's a great question.
That's what I do, man. That's what I do.
Question.
That's what I do. Should Jordan's number be retired league-wide since now Bill Russell's? Because they didn't do that. This is the first time that the NBA has retired a number league-wide.
Yeah, that
So
says a lot. That speaks volume for the
absolutely.
respect the NBA had for Bill Russell and what he meant to the game of
Sure.
basketball and what he meant to the NBA. I mean, you
Yeah.
see it by them making it. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And you got to be something special for that. But I mean,
hmm
everyone continues to say and believe, and they put it out there. Hey, Jordan is the greatest of all time. Okay, so when that day comes, and there's consideration of should we retire 23?
But Jay, like I said, do you think they retired solely based on it? Wasn't Bill Russell? It wasn't based on him being the best to ever play
Yeah,
the game.
I got you.
And so I think that's what really makes a difference. I don't think that's what the mindset was behind the NBA deciding to retire his jersey.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think that it was just like I said, it was a collective effort. It was a collective of everything he's done
Yeah.
for the league and for the game. And not to say that Jordan didn't do that, but
Yeah.
I think the situations are different. So it just depends on what the NBA's criteria was
I got
and
you.
why they did it. So, Meepa, you personally, do you think Jordan deserves the same thing?
Ooh, that's you know what's crazy about that is growing up, you want to be like your favorite player. And
Right.
so, there are a lot of players that obviously love Jordan, emulated his game, and have worn his number, i.e., LeBron and Kobe never wore it.
Nah, Kobe was 8-24.
8-24. So his thing was, I don't want to be Jordan. I want to be better, which I appreciate.
Gotta love
I
it.
appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Mamba mentality.
I appreciate that. But there are a lot of players that wore 23 because of Jordan. So if you don't have that available, then what's the number, right? So I think and that's jersey sales. So I don't know. Do you retire it? I'm kind of with you. If it's retired, it's no it's no skin off my nose. Like, okay, cool. Like, doesn't he have or weren't they proposing a trophy for him? I think it was for a playoff trophy. No, that's for East and West. It's Bird
But
and Johnson. Bird and
Bird
Magic.
and Johnson, and then Kobe Bryant got something named after him as well. Is that the MVP of? But yeah, they did. I think the Larry Bird for the East, the Irvin
Yeah,
Johnson for the West,
right.
and I think there was something with Kobe Bryant as well. I can't remember what it was.
So he doesn't even have a trophy.
But does he deserve one over Magic and Bird? Now that you bring
No,
that to my attention.
no. Well. I mean, Bill Russell has his, and undoubtedly he should, right, for the Finals MVP. The Eastern Conference MVP is Bird, of course, like we said, and Magic has his for the West. For the regular season, I don't know if that's named after anyone. I don't think it is, but I don't believe he has a trophy. Does he deserve one?
Mm.
And what would it be?
So it went from the Larry O'Brien to the Bill Russell Trophy in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it not showing the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference names?
And I think this is the first year that they did it.
They did. They unveiled it this
Yeah.
year. My computer's just being beyond so slow.
It's all good. But yeah, he does not have one.
He doesn't. But when you
Should
look
he?
at it like that, it's like, yo, what's wrong with the NBA, man?
Should he have one? And again, what would it be? Maybe the dunk contest should name the trophy after him.
The Michael Jordan Trophy.
And then maybe they would have people actually participate that can actually dunk.
Oh, hey, it was Bob Cousy and Oscar Robertson.
What?
That's what this is right here.
No, it's wrong.
You. All right.
No.
I'm just saying, I was like, I don't remember that.
That's you using Safari. Use Google.
Dude, I don't use no damn Safari. I hate it.
You know what? You know what that does? That makes.
Oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no.
That's right, Safari users. Oh, hell no. That's my oh, hell no.
And you were right. I got it. I found it. I knew it wasn't the Bob Cousy. I was like, what the hell is going on? But you want to blame me? You oh hell not me, dog. That's not even cool, bro. At all.
Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you gotta have that.
It's all right, man.
It's all good.
I will forgive.
But yeah, in this segment, oh hell no, we look at what's going on in sports throughout the week that makes us say, oh hell no. Now, Big Game, do you have one? I don't. I wrote mine up in the rundown, but
hey man, like what is going on with you? Like, oh hell no is a segment. You should have an oh hell no.
I do. I know, man. This is the second week in a row, but some things have been going on that I've been like, you know what? It pulls me the other way. I'll put it in this segment, but it pulls me the other way.
Hey, that is a great one. So that's a good one to read. It's another name it needs to be given. But my oh hell no is something that came out last week, and the more I thought about it, and more news came out on it, it made me just go, privilege is real and exists. Aaron Rodgers admitted to using psychedelics and said he had the best 2 seasons. He had the best season of his career after partaking in hallucinogenics and psychedelics. And there's no surprise to him that he won the league MVP 2 years in a row.
Douche Rodgers, bro.
What message is Aaron Rodgers sending out to people? And the thing is, so this comes out. So I'm like, hold on. Y'all busting all these other brothers and people for weed.
Yes.
What's going to happen with the psychedelic? The NFL has come out and gave an excuse to why that drug does not fall onto the banned substance list. And it's just so for Aaron Rodgers, the NFL, and everything else that makes a double standard for certain things. Oh, hell no. Just simple. And I'm not going to die. But Jay, I know you and your feelings about Aaron Rodgers. Please tell me what you thought about that story when you saw it.
Douche Rodgers? Look, man. I mean, it's in keeping with his personality. It's in keeping with what he is, and how he has operated throughout. You know, he's a dude after his own self. Doesn't really care about anyone else, in my opinion. Again, I've never met the gentleman, but from what I have seen,
do you want to meet him?
Nah, I don't. It's okay. He can pass me by.
Would you want to interview him on the show? Would you want to have Aaron Rodgers on that?
Sure, he can come on. He can come on.
Do you think he would answer any of the questions you asked him?
No, my first question is, why are you so douchey?
You would take you would go there. You couldn't keep it. You wouldn't keep it professional.
That's as professional as I can get.
All right, I'm not mad, man. I got mad love for you, big dog.
I'm gonna be me. I can't be nobody else, man. Look,
around
Aaron,
here on Big Game Entertainment, that's what we do. We keep it all the way 100.
That's so great to see you, Aaron. Wow, I hope you have a great season. You're the best. No, I'm not doing that, man. Come on. You're a douche.
Damn.
Douche, been a douche. Always douche.
What were we talking about when you said douchey in the dirt bag? What was
I don't know.
It was Aaron Rodgers and another quarterback that just really made you get your feelings like douchey.
Oh, probably Stat Pafford. Probably Stat Pafford. Yeah, had to have been. But yeah, douchey of the douchest.
And after that Super Bowl win, Matthew Stafford is now a top 10 quarterback according to NFL. Anyway, oh hell no. Hey, Jay, please let the people know about your feel-good moment that you wanted to share, man.
Okay, so I do have an oh hell no, but you know what? This was so much better than Ben Roethlisberger being a douche. Because he's also a douche. But if you have not seen this, you really do need to see it. Little League World Series is going on, right? Great pastime, you know, kids that are out there just giving their all, and they're really playing for the love of the game. Kid on the mound throws the ball. Kid on the batting gets hit in the head. right? And it sounds worse than what it was. It really hit the helmet. Kid goes down, and the pitcher is distraught, right? Now, remember, these are 12-year-old kids, man. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? 12,
right.
13-year-old kids. So they check on him, and everyone runs out. And so the kid is fine. He walks it off, walks to first base. And the kid that was pitching is like distraught. I mean, he's got his head on his hand, and he's like, he can't move.
Yeah, it's like uncontrollable, Jay. I feel
Yeah,
you.
it's
Yeah,
uncontrollable. Yeah. The kid that was hit walks to first base, right? He comes off of the bag, goes to the mound, consoles the kid, and is like, "Hey, it's okay. I'm good. It's okay. I'm good. I'm all right. You're all right. I'm all right." And you hear this because the coach from the other team, right? The defense, it was on defense, comes out. He's like, "Hey man, come on, you're gonna be okay." And so you have the whole team, right? That's on defense. They're consoling the guy, but the kid that was hit is right in the middle. Dude, that's sports, man.
That's some great. It's great sportsmanship on that. I feel you on that, man. And it's something I think today we get away from a little bit in sports because you get caught up with different things in the game. And sometimes, like I had to talk to some kids today at school already about sportsmanship or how you treat people.
Right.
And we got to start incorporating the golden rule because you treat people the way you want to be treated. And yet, because it's one part of certain things that are glorified, that we miss the human element sometimes. And so for someone to be that young to take it upon himself to say, "Hey, let me approach the mound.
Yeah.
And let him know I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. I want you to be okay." Dude, that's top notch, man. It's top notch.
13 years old.
That doesn't happen. And the thing is, they displayed gamesmanship that adults have to now.
Man.
I really need to adopt and go back to, because it's gotten away from that in a lot of sports, especially youth sports. Because what happens is a lot of the adults make it about them.
Oh man.
And it's no longer about the kids. And that's a whole nother thing. And the big game, coaching school. I feel like I need to start on the coaching for dads.
You do, man.
And break it down to where, what it really comes down to. Because at the end of the day, your kid is going to remember how you treat them.
Yep.
And what
Absolutely.
And more so than they're going to remember winning the championship for you to please you. And a lot of times that's what it's for. But this kid here, when I saw that on ESPN, dude, it's enough to almost make it a tearjerker for you, because that does not happen nowadays. And
dude, I'm telling you,
that's a great one. So
even now talking about it, man, it gets
I hear you.
Man.
It's good.
I'm choked up, but it's the fact that I went back into coaching a little bit this summer for my son, and it was one of those things where we faced another team, and they were a very good team. They're an older team, they're a faster team, but for me it was, hey kids, let's have fun. That's great. Let's have fun, man. Let's learn and have fun. They're 6, 7, and 8 years old. Let's have fun.
Right.
Let's have fun. They can run all the double reverses and motion and QB options they want at 8 years old. But you know what? We're gonna have fun. We got 6 plays. We're gonna run 6 plays the best we can. Let's go. And we won. We won it all, undefeated. So have fun. Have fun. Let your kids have fun. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, man. All right. Let's get into this, man. It's time to go ahead and get into between the lines around the NFL. Man, there's so much going on. Woo, we go from sportsmanship and gamesmanship to apparently Deshaun Watson is playing in the first preseason game.
Well, they're doing everything that's within the rules, Jay. Like it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
And I say that because he was, you sit him in front of the judge, jury, and the executioner.
Right.
He gets his sentence, and now it's a witch hunt. It seems like, again, that everybody wants a year suspension. Even people who've done some of the same antics that got him in trouble, right?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Robert Kraft. So why don't you play him? He hadn't played in over a year. He missed all of last season.
Yeah.
He's about to miss 6 games, if not more, this season.
Right.
And hopefully not 6, but let him get a little bit of work, get the rust off to see what he's going to look like. And like I said, it's just a bad look all the way around. It's just like, okay, for like the last 3 episodes since we've been back, Deshaun Watson has crept in every episode.
Every one.
And it's not like we just don't have anything else to talk about.
We got lots.
They keep creating new news and more news for it.
We got lots. Like, we got to go to the next thing right now.
It's like, yo, to me personally, it doesn't bother me at all. It's just like, I'm just ready. Right now, I'm ready to get to the regular season because so much of it is just starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah.
It's just getting on my nerves, making me sick of it.
Listen, when you put it all together, what do I think? I mean, look, the games don't count for anything. And so, it's go ahead. You know, he's go ahead. Go ahead. You know, when the first game starts, look, my thing is this. Goodell put it into the committee's hand. The committee made the decision. Live with it. You're upset. Now you got sour grapes. Now you want to go back. You can't unopen Pandora's box, man. Look, just on the next one, just say, you know what? We're not going to put it in their hands anymore. I can't trust them. Fine. But you're going to get more heat. It was a lose-lose-lose situation from jump. Point blank, period. There was not going to be a winner. If it was a year, some would say that's too long. You're trying to, kill Cleveland's chances. If it was too short, as they believe it is, 6 games, hey, that's not enough. You know, there's so much going on here, right? So it's a lose-lose. Let him play in the preseason. He can play all 3 games. Like you said, get the rust off because we haven't seen him play at all for a year plus. So who knows what they got right now? That's the other thing. He seems to be in shape.
Right.
So he's not doing the Jamarcus Russell thing, but we don't know what he looks like. So let's see what he looks like. And that's that. Kareem Hunt, speaking of Cleveland, demanding a trade. Is this a smart move on his part?
You can demand all you want, but we know at the end of the day, the team has the bottom line, the last say what happens. Cleveland drafted running backs, I think, last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I need to pull their draft up last 2 and see. I think he may see some type of writing on the wall and is mad about it because his carries might go down. Because we know at the end of the day, Chubb is the number 1, Hunt's the number 2.
Sure.
Right? It is what it is, plain and simple. I believe if he sees carries going down to some of these younger guys and that he's not going to get a new deal, the writing's on the wall that they don't plan on doing much with him anyway, and they're going to let him go. So demanding the trade, I see it, but at the same time.
Especially being a running back, like you're a dime a dozen now. The league sees you as a dime a dozen. I don't.
Someone can use Kareem Hunt. I mean, I think his leverage is a little bit different than everyone else's. And just for him to battle back and get out of that situation that was in Kansas City to be, to kind of reborn a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's hard, man. It's hard with who you have in front of you. And let me say this. If the Cleveland Browns do trade him, they're stupid. But because you're going to probably have a quarterback that's suspended, you're going to have to win with Jacoby Brissett, right? You need the running game. And Chubb cannot take the full load by himself. No. They're going to need to
got hurt last season, didn't they?
At different times, I believe it was.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. It's hard when you come out saying, hey, I want to be traded or else I'm going to have a sit. They're calling it sit-ins in practice now. No, hold-ins. Because he's in practice, but he won't take reps during team. He'll just do individual reps during individual period. It's enough to make your head hurt.
Man, I would be, if I'm on the squad with him, I would be pissed. Like, bro, you're taking up a spot. Like if I'm a rookie or a second year or a person that's just trying to catch on with the team, I'm on the 90 man right now, and you already guaranteed, but you just sitting. Oh man, I'm saying, bro, I'd be upset, man. I'd be upset. That's
Man,
just me.
I got you. In today's game, nothing surprises me anymore.
No, it can't. It can't. Speaking of surprising, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell. Make sure you know when we'll come on, right?
And Anthony says, if Cleveland wants playoffs, it says brisket, but I know it means Brissett needs the snaps.
What's up, my guy? What's up, AJ? Yo, Brisket does need the snaps because he'll look like Brisket out there.
Speaking of brisket.
Yeah. Hey.
Ant, appreciate you for making me hungry, man.
Yo, man, we're going to have to definitely talk about that first week where we're going to do it. Talking of that, Tom Brady taking 11 days off. Should the Bucs be worried? He comes back after. I mean, he's not going to play any preseason games, but
Tom works. Tom gets the work in.
Okay.
The personal reason stuff. I never like when I hear the personal reason because it makes you speculate and wonder what the hell is going on.
He's shopping for a new home, maybe.
He's not going. He can shop for a new home, and he can move into it after the Super Bowl this year. Hell, I don't care about next season. I just care about right now, Jay. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all about now. But for 11 days, your leader that keeps things running, the glue of your offense, is going to take an 11-day personal time until after the first preseason game. How do you know how many days exactly you need for this personal day? What is it?
It's 11, man.
I'm just saying, dog. It's something to it.
It's taking 11 days. That's what reports are saying. Taking 11 days off.
Should the Bucs be worried?
Should they be worried? Okay.
Nah.
All right.
Because of what I know nothing but that he's gone.
He's just that's what everyone knows, that he's gone. So we'll see what happens there. Baker Mayfield.
Kyle Trask can get all the work he needs.
Oh, you should be worried if that's the case. Hey, Baker Mayfield, does he have the starting job in Carolina?
Hey man, from what I've been, his first 2 or 3 days, like when camp first started, was abysmal. They said it was bad. But as of late, they said, Matt Rule has tried not to name a starter or a number one quarterback yet. Sure. But they say Baker is the one that keeps oohing and on the crowd at camp and practice right now, that he looks like he should get the job. So what he should get and what he does get, two different things. But I'm going to believe that Baker Mayfield is going to be the better quarterback of the two. I believe it. I'm just going out on the ledge, man, to say that.
Okay.
He wasn't horrible. A lot of people say what they want. He wasn't bad last year. He got you your first playoff win. He got you your first playoff win in.
He did.
Oh my God! Since the inception of the dog pound, right?
Decades.
Right. Decades.
Decades.
And he took an L for the team, the shoulder, everything else.
Right.
Hey, we'll see what happens, but
we'll see.
I think Sam. Sometimes you bring competition in and it helps.
Yeah.
I don't know if this helps Sam Darnold. He may have folded to this pressure of having another quarterback around.
He may have. I don't think he's ever really been challenged like this. Hey, no one wins except the NFC South. That's who wins in that situation. So there's that.
Wow. Okay.
Facts. Here we go. Who wins the AFC West? Touted as one of the hardest divisions now in the NFL. Of course, you got KC, Denver, the Vegas Raiders, and the LA Chargers.
Did we just skip to? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, we skipped that because we talked about that. So that's where we are. Because I figured we'll end with this because, we only have so much time and we have to do one of the worst segments that we do. One got to go. So are we still doing that?
Come on, man. It's just, okay, cool. I like this last one you had on. Oh, we haven't got to that yet. Please forgive me, Jay.
It's okay.
Because
we can move that one.
I wrote this in another segment last week, so I tripped myself up. My bad,
Oh,
player.
good.
Keep it moving, baby. My bad.
Yeah. So AFC West, who's winning that? It's a tough one because you have arguably three of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Wow, three of the best in the league.
Three of the best. I
Can't
think
argue. I mean, some might say
easy
four.
Carr, okay.
But as I said, some may say.
Some may say. Okay, let's put it like this. 4 of the top 15 quarterbacks are in this are definitely in the West, AFC West.
There you go.
I won't say top 10, but definitely top 15. 4 of the top 15 quarterbacks are in the AFC West. So this is a tough division. They're going to beat up on each other. But who comes out on top? That's the question.
Now, Jay, do you think we're giving? I thought about this when we picked this division. Excuse me. And are we giving KC too much respect because they've won that division every year since 2016? I think it is.
I say unless you can, I mean, you got to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And until you do that, woo, you know what I'm saying? All 4 make the playoffs? Nah,
it's
not all 4.
They can't.
One will be out. And it's hard to say who will be out too. Because I think all of them definitely could make a push.
I think you're gonna be surprised by my ranking of the division this week.
Well, let's go. Let's go, big man.
I honestly you give up Hill. You do bring in Ronald Jones and running back to help Hilaire out.
Yeah.
I still think the defense is young. They drafted defense, but they're
they
young.
Did. Yeah.
I don't think Kansas City will win the division this year. I don't. I think we've given Patrick Mahomes so much love, well-deserved love, but I still think that a lot of the praise that Kansas City gets is off of what they've done when they won the Super Bowl 2 seasons ago.
Okay.
3 seasons ago now, right?
Yeah.
So my prediction, call me crazy. I'm going to go Vegas because of their defense. No, because of their defense.
Okay.
I got Vegas.
Yeah.
Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos.
Wow. That did not go the way I thought it would.
Exactly. I told you I'm saying Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, J.C. Jackson in the back half.
I mean,
their offense is still good. Justin Herbert is one of the best young talents out there.
You add Devontae Adams.
Keenan and Devontae Adams to David Carr to go along with Weller, the tight end. Renfro is a great slot receiver.
Renfro is
doesn't
nice.
Get a lot of respect. Josh the Butterball Jacobs at running back is not bad. They added Jones, a defensive end from Arizona. Yeah. To go along with I just lose my man's name. I was just watching him the other day. Max. Oh my God, I'm tripping. Crosby, the one of the best. This kid was a 4th round or 3rd round draft pick out of Eastern Michigan, and is straight killing the pass rush game right now, man.
Yeah. Crosby's doing nice.
So it's hard to discredit Vegas because of their additions on defense. Carr has another weapon now. You can't just take Weller away. You double him and Adams one. I mean, and that tight end cannot get guarded by a linebacker. So what are you going to do? I like their chances. Now, I'm not crazy about their coach. I think he gets a little too much praise, but we're going to give McDaniels a chance. Yeah, man, McDaniels is overrated. I don't give a damn what anyone says. I'll say it to his face. But I will give them.
Hopefully he's learned from Denver, though. When the last time. Yeah, it was a Ric Flair quote.
He didn't learn nothing.
Hopefully he's learned something. He went back to Belichick and was like, okay, look, I'm an idiot.
Daddy, help me. I wasn't ready last time, Daddy.
Now maybe he is. You know what? Oh, man. Because of what you said.
Do you think I'm off? Do you think I lost it?
I don't think so. I think you make some great points. I think you have a new coach, new system for Carr, which we'll see if he can adapt to it. He's had so many changes, but it just seems like he's been able to, kind of just muddle through. But last season at the end was so bad for them. In that last game, it was like they didn't even want the game, in my opinion. It was like, here, here.
Yeah, they didn't play great. They made some mistakes. But
They made some mistakes, so they're gonna have to correct that.
I think they will.
Denver, okay, KC, SC. I don't think, and that's
Denver?
LA now.
No way.
I don't see Denver, man. I don't see Denver. I would say if I had to choose Vegas, KC, Chargers, Denver. I don't think Denver has made enough moves to win that, to get up there. The Chargers are,
and they just lost 2 players for the year with
Yeah.
ACLs, a receiver and a tight end.
Yeah. I still think you still got Kelsey. You still got that running game. You still have Pat Mahomes that can put the ball in a lot of different. He's just a magician, man. He's far without the trash, with all the trash. So
this is the best division in football this year.
This is the best division. This definitely is. This
That's
definitely
me,
is.
and I'm saying that without even seeing a game being played. I
No.
still believe that.
I think from what they did last year and what they've consistently done, and again, you could talk about KC, but KC has, back-to-back Super Bowls,
Right.
which hasn't been done since the Pats and the Cowboys. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get into I'm going to sneak that in, bro. Well, you knew that. One of the worst segments of all time. You know what it is, people? I really, anyway, here we go. You see him on social media all the time. They tell you, choose one. One got to go.
I'm gonna need you to embrace this, dog. I'm gonna need a little bit more smile out of you, dog.
Okay.
All right, well,
it's one got to go.
Hey, to keep it in the spirit of the upcoming NFL season.
There you go.
We always talk about great players and which one we want to live without. I changed it up a little bit this time. I changed the tier of player. So, one gotta go. Quarterback edition. Jameis Winston.
Oh, Jesus.
Ryan Tannehill. Jared Goff. Kirk Cousins.
Man.
That's right, Jay Stoggs.
One has to go.
Your face right now, I had to go in close because it's amazing. Jameis, I want some crab legs Winston.
Eating W's.
Ryan.
Eating W's.
I'm glad I got Derrick Henry on my team, Tannehill.
Man.
Jared, I can't believe he won my championship in LA Golf. And Kirk, oh yeah, Cousins.
One's gotta go. Let's see. There's Jameis, and then who is it? Jared Goff, Kirk, and Ryan
Tannehill.
You know what? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Still hate it, but this one is I'm okay with it. Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill's got to go.
Really?
Yeah. He doesn't strike me as a quarterback that's like, okay, yeah, I can win it with him. And I think you said it right in that introduction. If he doesn't have Derrick Henry, he is who he is. He is who he is. Subpar, maybe an 8-8, maybe. Quarterback, maybe, but nah. He's at least Jameis. Jameis can get you the ball down the field now. He'll get you some interceptions, that's for sure. But he can put the ball down the field. He can get you yards and touchdowns. Touchdowns wins games. So, yeah. That's why I'm in with that.
Well, I know we got to keep this thing moving.
We do.
But for me, I just feel like it'll be Jared Goff.
Out of all of those, like Jared Goff is probably the best one out of all of those.
You think he's the best?
Out of that group,
I'm eager to see what Winston does. Ryan Tannehill, we already know not to expect anything out of him.
Yeah.
I think Jared Goff's soul was snatched once traded to Detroit.
I think it was so. I think it was after the Super Bowl.
And honestly, it really came down to Jared Goff and Kirk Cousins, because Kirk Cousins is probably like the most overrated $80 million quarterback to get that payday. He's a great game manager, and Kirk will keep you competitive.
I will never say that.
While, but I do not think that he gives Minnesota a chance to really win that division. Well, they do have a chance this year because Green Bay is going to suck. Good on defense, and the offense is not. Well, I won't say that. They got some good young receivers.
I guess.
Anyway, that shit one got to go this week, y'all.
Well, hey, here's one of America's favorite segments. Of course, you know what it is. Some people have a top 100, some have a top 50, some have a top 25, a top 10, because, they're just lazy. But here we have...
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
That's right, folks. We have a top 5. Who's in, who's out. This week's list, top 5 defensive linemen of all time. Because you played this position, it is only fair and befitting that you go first. And of course, you go first all the time. So you should be, right at home with this. But
well, Jay, the defensive line is a very important position on the football team. It's a very important position for the defense. The better your line plays, it helps your secondary out tremendously. We know this. This list was tough because I feel like I disrespected a lot of people by leaving them off this list. And we don't have the most time in the world, but if you want explanations, I will give them to you after you hear my list. All right? So that being said, my list: Mean Joe Green, Reggie White, John Randall, Michael Strahan, and Warren Sapp. That's
solid list.
That's my top 5 defensive linemen. And there's other people that was like right there on the verge, and some even older. Mean Joe Green, I think I fell in love with the position of defensive line as a little kid watching that Coca-Cola commercial with my grandfather, man, and then going out there and trying to emulate it. And my first football helmet ever was a Pittsburgh Steelers helmet. Because of Mean Joe Green.
That's fair.
I had to have a Mean Joe Green helmet. And then you know how I feel about Reggie White.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of people say, come on, big game. Reggie White, he was he wasn't a trash talker. He would go out there, he would hum and sing Amazing Grace while he was murdering offensive tackles. It was amazing to see with my own 2 eyes. John Randall, man, the man used to chase chickens to train and get ready.
Yeah.
Just a straight
I agree with that.
Country boy.
Yeah.
I don't care. Michael Strahan was the best to play off the edge, and a lot of people hated on Michael Strahan and said things about him. And then Warren Sapp. I played with Warren Sapp, man, to see the work the freakish ability. I won't even say the work, but just the freakish ability that was, performed by this guy, to see what he could do on the field when he turned it on was just wow to me. And you think about it, all those guys are Hall of Fame guys. Yeah. All those guys have a yellow jacket.
Yep. No. Like I said, solid list. I have to agree with you. I know we're short on time, but I have to agree with you. Reggie White, definitely. John Randall, absolutely. Warren Sapp, well, of course. Now here's where it gets a little, murky for me, because I'm a bit of a homer. But I would have to say Charles Haley has to make my list. This guy, wow. Whoa. You talk about freakish, speed, strength, smarts. He had it all. To me, he had it all. It's just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. And, you know, this is an old school pick. Some may not know about him, but you really should look this guy up. And that's Buck Buchanan.
Okay. I can see you're trying to appease the household, huh? Going
I'm
Kansas
really not.
City.
I'm not. Buck Buchanan.
He was a hell of a player, man.
That's a cold dude.
He's a hell of a player.
That was a cold guy. So just again, and I feel you. There are definitely players that you're like, man, they should have been on the list. God, they could have been on the list. Hey, put them in the chat. We want to see who's making your list. You know, because we want to see. And because again, it's all about errors and things of that nature. But yeah, who you got for your top 5? I'm big, you know, I was gonna say I'm Big Game James, but I'm not.
Hey, I know. It's easy, Jay. A lot of people want to be Big Game, dog. I understand. It's okay, man.
No, because you root for a team that has a color called pewter. And I don't ever want to do that. Ever. So I'm Jay Sox, the Buff Nerd. Let's go.
I could take that a certain way.
But I won't. Don't do that, man.
Yeah, it's okay, Chase Dogs. I won't take that even way.
Hey, thank you all for joining us and watching and you know, commenting. We always love seeing what you put out there in the comments. Make sure that you continue to do so. Again, you can catch us on Amazon, Spotify, where else? Apple, and wherever you catch your podcast. We're on Insta, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, YouTube, basically every social media platform. Hit us up. Twitter, hit us up. If you got questions, I put something out today on Twitter, you know, asking, hey, some questions. So check us out. We'd love to see you. Big Game, what's up, man?
All right, man. Thank you all for tuning in. Please remember to continue to hit that thumbs up when you start watching the video. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Smash that bell, and we appreciate everything y'all bring to Big Game Sports Buzz and Big Game Entertainment. With both Nerd Jay Stocks, I'm Big Game James. Peace.
Dope. It's a dope groove by Speed.
Yeah.